Today we're talking about the co-op games from 2016. But first, what else was happening in 2016? Inside. Uncharted 4. Overwatch. Dark Souls 3. Final Fantasy 15. Firewatch. Stardew Valley. Pokemon Sun and Moon. The Oculus Rift. PSVR. The PlayStation 4 Pro. And the NES Classic. Now let's talk about some co-op games. Gears of War 4 is a welcome continuation of the beloved franchise, offering both familiarity and new elements. Set 25 years after the original trilogy, it passes the torch to a new generation of heroes, while retaining the gritty shooter tone. The campaign impresses with its variety, seamless gameplay, and smart level design. And like all the games in the series, you can play through the whole story in split-screen co-op. The standout mode is Horde, offering hours of replayable fun with friends. Overall, Gears of War 4 is a fantastic addition to the franchise that honors its legacy while evolving in all the right ways. Star Fox Zero for the Wii U offers a mix of nostalgia and modernization that captures the essence of the classic Star Fox games, while introducing faster-paced space combat and new level ideas. The campaign, while relatively short, encourages replayability with hidden secrets, alternate paths, and high scores. Some levels shine with exciting combat scenarios and impressive scale, while others fall flat due to uninspired design. The boss battles are a highlight, offering unique challenges and requiring skillful maneuvering. However, the game's complex control scheme, split between the TV and gamepad screens, presents a steep learning curve and can be frustrating at times. That being said, if you play the game in co-op, you're able to split up the control between two players, where one pilots the ship and the other can focus on shooting. Definitely the best way to play the game. Overall, Star Fox Zero offers fun gameplay and memorable moments for fans of the series, and it's even better when played in co-op. Enter the Gungeon successfully fuses elements of arcade shooters and roguelike gameplay, resulting in a solid and entertaining experience. The game's quirky premise, filled with bullet-themed characters and humor, sets a unique and charming tone. The precise aiming mechanics and diverse enemy types provide engaging challenges, especially during intense boss battles. The extensive array of guns and gadgets, each with its own distinct personality and abilities, adds depth and creativity to the gameplay. Roguelike elements such as randomly generated levels and item drops keep each run fresh and exciting without becoming frustrating. Quality of life features like automatic currency collection and teleportation nodes streamline the experience and keep the action flowing smoothly. Overall, Enter the Gungeon is a well-designed and addictive shooter that offers hours of enjoyable gameplay and surprises. Don't Starve Together successfully translates the unique and quirky survival gameplay of the original Don't Starve into a cooperative multiplayer experience, with accessible mechanics and a charming art style. While cosmetic items are available for purchase, they don't impact gameplay, and the game's emphasis on efficient resource management and exploration remains engaging. However, the game's longevity can be limited as players may exhaust content over time, due to a relatively small map size and lack of procedural generation. Nonetheless, its distinctive artwork and jaunty soundtrack create a memorable atmosphere, and playing with friends enhances the experience, making it one of the best co-op games of the year. Overcooked is a thrillingly chaotic local co-op cooking game that shines when played with friends. The game challenges players to prepare and serve dishes in a race against time, leading to hilarious and frenzied moments. While its controls are easy to grasp, the true test lies in its level design, which gradually escalates in complexity and forces teams to adapt and communicate effectively. Playing alone is a lot less enjoyable, as the game truly thrives in multiplayer mode. Despite minor issues like character identification and ambiguous thresholds, Overcooked remains a top-notch couch party game, offering a perfect blend of chaos and skill-based cooperation. Human Fall Flat is a physics-based puzzle game that combines charmingly awkward controls with slapstick comedy. The game's pudgy, customizable protagonist wobbles through a series of floating island levels, using deliberately tricky controls to complete puzzles that often involve moving objects and climbing. While the game's charm, humor, and cleverness initially make it enjoyable, it can become frustrating as executing solutions frequently involves battling the controls. However, the protagonist's dynamic animations and lack of textured environments give the game a distinct appeal. Human Fall Flat also features local split-screen co-op, enhancing the goofiness and fun with friends. Hyper Light Drifter is a visually stunning and enigmatic game that captures players with its breathtaking setting and minimalist storytelling. It uses its visuals to guide and relax players, providing moments of calm between intense combat sequences. The game's structure is simple, with players traveling through different regions, battling bosses, and upgrading their skills. Hyper Light Drifter's combat is fluid and satisfying, with drifting mechanics adding depth and enjoyment to battles. The game's pixel art is absolutely beautiful, and the game can be played in two-player co-op. Hyper Light Drifter mixes some of the best elements of Zelda and Diablo games into a beautiful story that's told through actions and not words. This game is highly recommended. Salt and Sanctuary, released in 2016, is a 2D action RPG heavily influenced by the Dark Souls series. Its punishing difficulty, minimalist storytelling, and challenging boss fights pay homage to From Software's renowned franchise while maintaining its unique identity. The game's striking art style, reminiscent of comic strips and early Castlevania games, adds to its dark and atmospheric world, while its interconnected world can become complex to navigate. The game introduces innovative concepts like sanctuaries and creeds. Despite its strong resemblance to Dark Souls, Salt and Sanctuary is celebrated for its thoughtful execution, making it a must-play for fans of challenging action RPGs. Death Road to Canada is a captivating, randomly generated road trip simulator in a zombie-infested world. While it may seem like a simple top-down brawler at first, it offers much more depth and complexity. The game's plot revolves around surviving a journey to the zombie-free haven of Canada, most story elements being customizable or optional. Its unique pixelated art style, though visually appealing, can sometimes make it hard to discern details, especially amid piles of corpses. Despite having a limited number of musical tracks, the game's audio is catchy and memorable. Death Road to Canada's gameplay is deceptively simple, transitioning into a strategic and challenging experience, as players must plan their route, gather supplies, and make crucial decisions. The game encourages replayability through its RNG elements and diverse character traits and perks. While it suffers from minor quality of life issues, Death Road to Canada offers an engaging and enjoyable adventure for those seeking a challenging and unpredictable journey. Red Rope, Don't Fall Behind delves into the Chinese legend of the Red Thread of Fate, emphasizing the theme of human connections. The game pays meticulous attention to details. Gameplay involves controlling characters on both ends of a rope, either solo or cooperatively, navigating through 200 hand-designed labyrinth levels. The red rope serves as a lifeline, enabling the disarming of enemy spirits and the restoration of lives. This cooperative challenge emphasizes communication and planning, making it a unique and potentially challenging experience. The game features intricate puzzles, symbolic elements, and tough boss battles, offering players a hardcore gaming experience. Raiden V brings classic shoot-'em-up gameplay to the modern era, while retaining the series' essence. The game offers intense vertical shooting action with various weapons and ships to choose from, including the new cheer system that allows players to support and be supported by others. The graphics and sound in Raiden V are impressive, with detailed environments, dynamic ship movements, and a rocking soundtrack. The game's story mode is lengthy and features multiple paths for replayability, while the boss mission mode offers dozens of challenges. However, the forced narrative and frequent on-screen interruptions can be distracting. Overall, Raiden V provides a satisfying blend of old-school challenge and modern features, making it a top-tier shooter. Mother Russia Bleeds is a 2D brawler that brings frenzied combat and hyper-violent themes to the forefront. While it relies on classic beat-em-up mechanics, it introduces complex scenarios, such as grappling with attack dogs and avoiding environmental hazards, which keep the gameplay engaging. The boss battles and creative combat situations are standout features, offering variety and challenge. The game's retro pixel art style pays homage to its brawler influences. but it also explores adult themes and disturbing visuals, sometimes for shock value. However, it delves into themes of oppression, violence, and the consequences of dictatorship. Drug addiction is a central motif in both the story and gameplay, adding a risk-reward element to combat. Cooperative play enhances the experience, as players can heal each other using drugs. The difficulty spikes in the final boss battle, but it ties thematically into the game's narrative. Overall, Mother Russia Bleeds is a brawler that goes beyond its genre conventions, with creative gameplay and thought-provoking themes, making it one of the best modern beat-em-ups. Wild Guns Reloaded is a reimagined version of the classic Wild Guns from 1994 and retains the original game's content while introducing new features and characters. The game offers a faithful recreation of the Super Nintendo classic, complete with the original levels, characters, and soundtrack. However, it enhances the experience by adding 2 new playable characters, Doris and Bullet, each with unique abilities that change how players approach the game. The game also includes new levels, underground and flying ship, which maintain the Super Nintendo era aesthetics, and introduces additional bosses and challenges. One significant addition in the Reloaded version is the introduction of 4-player local co-op, enhancing the multiplayer experience and adding friendly rivalry to the gameplay. Wild Guns Reloaded effectively brings a classic SNES title to the current generation, while remaining faithful to the original and introducing new content. So those are some of the co-op games from 2016. What games did we miss? And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out our video from last week where we talked about the co-op games from 2015. Thank you for watching.